In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use the Phonak Mini Control Magnet Wand with your Lyric hearing aids. Coming up. Hi, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Anthem, Arizona. And on this channel, I go over a bunch of hearing-related information to help make you a better informed consumer. So if you're into that, consider hitting the subscribe button. The Phonak Mini Control Magnet works with Lyric hearing aids, but it also works with Phonak Verto and Verto B Titanium hearing aids. If you'd like to see a tutorial about how the Phonak Mini Control Magnet Wand will work with a Verto or a Verto B Titanium, I have a separate video listed in the description below. When you use a Mini Control Magnet Wand with a Phonak Lyric style hearing aid, it serves only two functions. It will put it into sleep mode and it will change the volume. Now keep in mind that the Lyric hearing aids function independently of each other, so when you do something to one ear, you'll also have to do it to the other. First, let's cover sleep mode. In order to get your hearing device into sleep mode, you're going to want to remove the wand from its carrying case, and you're going to do that by unscrewing it. Once you have it out, you're going to stick it in your ear right up next to the Lyric hearing aid. You're going to hold it there for about 2 seconds until you hear 2 beeps from the device. When you hear 2 beeps, you can remove the wand and you've effectively put your Lyric into sleep mode, which typically makes it function kind of like an earplug. When you're ready to turn it back on, you're going to take the same wand, stick it inside of your ear for another 2 seconds, and you should hear it beep on. Once it's beeped on, you're going to remove the wand again, and the hearing aid will be functioning the way it did when you put it into sleep mode. Next, let's talk about volume control. In order to access the volume control feature of a Lyric hearing aid, you're going to need to put the device into sleep mode again. So the same thing applies. You're going to take your wand, you're going to stick it in your ear right up next to the Lyric device, and you're going to wait 2 seconds until you hear those 2 beeps, which means that it's in sleep mode. Once it's in sleep mode, you're going to leave the wand inside of your ear and wait for the volume to start cycling up in volume. It will cycle about 5 times until you get to the max volume of the device, and then it will drop all the way back down to the bottom. It will continue on that cycle until you remove the wand from your ear. Wherever you remove it at, that's where the volume is going to be in that ear. Now keep in mind again that you're going to have to do that same type of adjustment on the opposite ear if you want to try to match the volumes between the two. So I've got a few little tips with the wand, and the first one is that when you put the device into sleep mode and then pull it back out of sleep mode, it doesn't reset the volume. The volume will be at wherever you had it at when you put it into sleep mode. So it's not like a traditional hearing aid where you open up the battery door and it resets the volume and you know that both of your ears are even. So you really have to pay attention if you are adjusting the volume that you want to get both of your ears pretty much right on the same level. Otherwise, you're going to have relatively imbalanced hearing. The other thing that you want to pay attention to is that if you're making a lot of volume adjustments with the Mini Control, you could potentially deplete the battery more so than you would if you were just leave the devices alone. So that might prompt you to have to go in and get your Lyric device swapped out more often. Now don't be worried about that. You actually get 12 devices throughout the course of your subscription, so about once a month, and the devices are supposed to last you up to 3 months. So it's not something where you'll likely have to spend more money to go get it changed out. It'll just take more of your time. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time.